It's been a few years since I last checked in with the French musician DAN TERMINUS. Back then the synthwave scene was still emerging and this darker flavour caught my ear. With only a few songs making marks, much of those early records have faded from memory. This particular niche in electronic music is one that I feel often doesn't go far enough, with many of the artists clinging close to the pillars of aesthetics that define it. Much of that applies again on Last Call for All Passengers. However, its opening cuts aim for something with much more of a percussive drive that is present throughout but makes itself known fresh out of the gate. Kicking off with Obeletti, big slabs of meaty synthetic buzzing slam into the fray as bass lines following its opening arpeggio. A harsh slapping snare drum, hollow kicks and snappy cymbals pound away, giving structure to the choppy shuffling of hard-hitting virtual instruments that dance between, with a subtle reminder of those old jolting dubstep drops. There is a whiff of something in the air. Track 2's opening melody and sense of groove confirms beyond a doubt the Prodigy have had an obvious influencing hand here, pushing the John Carpenter synthwave sound into club territory. Its two persuasions don't add up for me. The dazzle of glossed up melodies spearheading a spirit of pedal to the metal nightlife rubs right up against the harsh deployments of hard-edged synths and an industrial-like, colourless approach to their timely union with the thumping drum arrangements. It often plays with that loud-quiet dynamic, yet the two don't complement one another. An atmosphere conjured with one hand is often smashed by the shift in temperament to grooves that don't feel all too fresh in the face of what's come beforehand. On the aesthetic front, its production is hard and crowded, often cramming sound in for the loudness effect. The grittier sound of its drums could do with some polish too. It's a game of contrasts that just doesn't pay off. Many of these songs are embellished with layers of synths oozing in slick textures that conjure visions of cybernetic cities from a dystopian future. They work in tandem, moving in directions and illuminated by the neon glow, but often thwarted by this return to a club floor banger mentality that unfortunately dispels any magic for me and leaves this one feeling like an arrangement looking better on paper than in execution. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to see some more of my music blogs, go check the website out. Every page has over 1,000 articles sorted by artist, year, genre and more. Just hit Ctrl F and have a search for something that interests you. You can find a link to the blog in the description box down below, where you'll also find links to my other YouTube channels. Check them out if you are curious. Thanks again for watching and be sure to subscribe to catch the next upload.